The Dynamo here. We're going to do a quick tour of Vancouver's Chinatown. So a lot of things happening right now in Chinatown. So let's go and check it out. In the United States, they had a E.coli outbreak. So some people got sick from eating the quarter pounder. So it just so happened I feel like having a quarter pounder. So one person died. I think they said it was the onions. Just so happened I feel like having a quarter pounder myself. Should I, shouldn't I?
Hi there.
Hello. Do you have a quarter pounder today?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Can I get a quarter pounder with no onions?
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Alright, you can see next one.
Yeah, thank you. And the Dynamos. I gotta make sure I look good. Yeah, look at that, look at that. Hello, how you doing? I didn't, that's not mine, sir. I got a quarter pounder.
No onions?
No onions, yes, you remembered. Yeah.
No onions?
Yeah, no onions. Good. Can I get an extra napkin? Can I get an extra napkin? Because I want to look good. Because I don't want to get any ketchup on my jacket. Thank you. Just the way she had looking at me, man. I think that woman was admiring me, the way I looked, the way I talked. So it says quarter pounder with cheese, no onions. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. This is a modern version of the quarter pounder. It's got the brioche bun and the sesame seeds. So in the old days, it had the standard bun. Ah, look at that, look at that. So you got the mustard with the ketchup, the pickle, and then you got a nice beef patty, all beef patty, and some cheese on the top and cheese on the bottom, and exactly no onions. There's no onions in this quarter pounder. Look at that, look at that. Ooh, look at this quarter pounder. Look at that, look at that. Look at that big beef patty, all beef patty, 100%. And I'm gonna enjoy this because it has no onions. Well, that's the quarter pounder. I always enjoy it. See, I got myself dirty already. Some of the mustard hit my pants. Because I want to look good when I get to Chinatown. That quarter pounder. I haven't had one for a while. Just had a craving for one. That beef just melts in your mouth. See, I gotta have lots of napkins. I want to make sure I look good because we're going to Chinatown right now. So today is Saturday, October 26, 2024. So we see a crane going across the street here. It looks kind of dangerous because a few times the crane has fallen down, actually killed somebody. So one of the workers on the construction site. So I'm kind of leery about going underneath the crane. Look at that, look at that. I'm gonna go under, take my chances here. Got to get onto the other side. So I guess it's kind of narrow or something's happening here. So they need to put the crane up. They're fixing the, it looks like the Union Mission Gospel. Oh no, it's next door. So there's a crane going up here. Going across the East Hastings Street. It's kind of dangerous, it looks like it. There's a crane going across East Hastings here. It looks kind of dangerous because a few times cranes have fallen down, and one time I think a construction worker got killed. So I don't trust those cranes. I don't know if people are qualified to operate them or not. There's a lot of cranes down in Chinatown all of a sudden. There's lots of buildings going on, construction. Seems a little cleaner since they took down the tents last year in April. Seems a little cleaner now since they took down the tents last year in April 2023. So actually seems quite clean. Still people hanging out, but it seems much cleaner so far. Yeah, it seems a lot cleaner. Seems a lot cleaner these days on East Hastings. There's no tents so far. City sanitation department with the escort of the police, they take down the tents every day. So I think they went over budget this year. But basically, tourist season is over for the summer, and it's still fairly clean. So that's a good sign, I think. Maybe the people got housing, or maybe they moved on, but so far it looks pretty good. So the fear that a lot of people have is that they're driving up the tent city to other parts of the city. So, for example, in outlying cities near Vancouver, such as Richmond, they have a tent city in parts of Richmond, and they got moved, I think, that's near City Hall, but they got moved to Bridge House Park. I can't remember the pronunciation of that is. And then now there's also other tent cities. I heard there's one in Coquitlam, and there's Langley and other cities. So a lot of people not too concerned until the tent city and the drug crisis shows up in their neighborhood. Basically, it's NIMBY, not in my backyard. So we're just entering Chinatown. So this is the gates to Chinatown. So I think it was built through donations. People put money together. They built this gate. On my right is the world's narrowest commercial building. This is the Chinese Cultural Center on my right here. Chinese Cultural Center on my right. So a lot of people get Chinese Cultural Center on my right here. People were sleeping inside there, so they had to lock it up all the time. So now I think a better situation now, I think, but I can't really tell. Seems a lot cleaner. But I'm going to go to Newtown Bakery in Chinatown here. Grab myself an egg roll. I gotta have one. Parking spot right here. Didn't know how to park, so going back in again. Oh, it is. 3-minute parking. I was going to say Chinese parking, but it's not Chinese. Okay, go take a route. When you come to Vancouver's Chinatown, make sure you stop off at the Newtown Bakery. They've been around since 1980. They serve fantastic Chinese pastries, and I gotta get my egg roll. So let's go inside and check it out. So this bakery has been around since 1980. It's one of the iconic places to go when you come to Vancouver's Chinatown. Good selection today. Everything looks fresh. But for me, it's got to be the egg roll. So they have the vegetarian and the pork egg roll. So I'm going for the pork egg roll. They got some good char siu bao. They got the pork turnovers and barbecue pork bun. I just had a quarter pounder, so I'm not gonna eat too much. Just gotta have that egg roll. Yourself right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Even got the moon cakes here. Steam cakes, moon cakes, everything to your heart's desire. I'm just waiting for my turn to get a egg roll. Today Canucks are playing. They need some good luck, even though they're starting to play well again. Can't wait to have an egg roll. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the traditional sticky rice. Pork spring roll? Yes. Just one. Take a look. Oh, look at this. Got a good crowd going today. So I got my egg roll slightly bent to the right side, but that's okay. Wow, it's good. Nice and fresh, crispy. Oh, I miss having egg roll. So I haven't had an egg roll since the Canucks played last year. So go Canucks, go! Sometimes they win, but
You're going this evening, are you?
not tonight. I got to be in Calgary, but I hope they win anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm not. I'm glad, but Sidney Crosby is a little older now, so we don't fear as much as we used to.
No.
But he's still a good player, though.
He's still pretty lethal.
Yeah. There's a story about the Mon Keang School. They're teaching Standard Cantonese, old dialect, the old Sayip dialect. I should be teaching that, but I haven't. So I'm in front of the monument here in Vancouver, Chinatown. They honor the railway workers and also the soldiers who fought for Canada. Is that every day they take down your stuff?
Every day they go around and they get everybody to take down their stuff.
So where do you stay every day?
But set it back up and then take it back down.
Oh.
I can put it back up after like noon time, usually.
Noon time, okay.
Yeah, because if you leave it up after 9, they'll keep coming back.
Are you doing okay, Weiss? I mean, are you surviving?
Just barely. I'm trying to find a way so that I can get money to make it. It's Saturday and I can't get a food price.
How much do you need?
Like just $10 would get me some food up the street.
I can give you a few bucks. Is that okay?
That'd be great. I can get a pastry.
Yeah, I know it's kind of tough here. Like, they don't have housing and stuff for people.
No, it's so hard to get housing here. So hard. Like I'm not from Vancouver. I'm from up north.
Where are you from? Huh?
Terrace, BC.
Paris. Okay, I've heard of it. Never been there. Is that on the coast?
Away, it's cold.
Is it on the coast or somewhere?
Okay.
Is it on the coast
Yeah.
or inside?
Yeah, on the coast. Thank you so much. Like I just wanted to eat and it's like I don't want to have to steal just so that I can eat and then risk going to jail because it's like and then I get banned from the store. Thank you so much.
I just went to I had an egg roll down at the Newtown Bakery.
Oh yeah. Oh, Newtown's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love that.
Good,
My grandparents are Filipino.
Your
Yeah.
grandma's Filipino?
Yeah. They're not biological, but I was raised by my grandparents. Same as my mom.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I love their pastries.
Okay.
They're
Well,
so good.
best of luck to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Take care. So this is 105 Kiefer. So this is 105 Kiefer. They've been doing construction here. They're going to build apartment buildings, condos. So I think the address now is Columbia Street. It used to be 105 Kiefer Street. Now it's Columbia Street. So they changed the address. So I think this is their building. It's gone up pretty fast. Ooh, look at these baozi. Ooh, these are slightly bigger. These are Chinese bakery size. So you get half a dozen of these. They'll cost you about $20 Canadian. So you make these for about $2 to $2.50. Before we do our recipe, let's check out a famous Chinese local bakery and see how they serve these Chinese steamed buns and other special dim sum treats. This is my favorite bakery here in Chinatown. It's the Newtown Bakery. You've been here for a long time. Well, let's just check out some of the treats here.
Can I get two barbecue?
Oh, that's a favorite. That's my favorite. The prawn turnover. I haven't had these in about 3 years now. Since the pandemic hasn't been done. That's my favorite pork turnover. And of course the barbecue pork. This is the dai bao. This is the big bun here. So we'll make this at home. So let's see how it is. You got the pork patty inside here, and you got some. I don't know what it is. It's got egg in there. So I ordered this once in a while. This dai bao, this dai bao, this big bao. This is only a quarter of the bao. Look how big it is. It looks the size of some other places. Full bao. One of my favorites. I always have these egg rolls when I go watch a hockey game. I take one of these, or take a few of these egg rolls and watch the Canucks lose before. So when I watch the Canucks games, I buy a few of these and watch the Canucks lose back in the old days. From Newtown Bakery. Last home game for Vancouver Canucks. 4-2 victory. Cheers! The old style with the sauce thickened with the pork. The shrimp dumpling. I like to have this when I come by here at the Newtown Bakery. It's got the shrimp. It's deep fried. It's really tasty. This is the shrimp dumpling. It's one of my favorites. It's actually a ha gai lung. It's got the shrimp inside. Wow. It's got the nice sweet flavor of the crust. Nice and crispy. It's got some nice prawns inside. This is the we call it gai lung, same thing. But, it's one of my all-time favorites. You get the savory filling inside, you get the crispy outside texture, and then you get the soft inside of the glutinous rice. So I just finished having the little snack we have here. So next time we'll come here for a dim sum. And I'm going to check out some other places here in Chinatown. So this is the brand that I use, T&T brand. It's an enriched bun flour. This is made by a local company called T&T. Really nice fluffy bao. I use this wide bowl because I can knead the flour right inside the bowl, so I don't have to take it out and put it on a board or put it on a table. So it's 3 cups of flour here. We're going to add a cup and a half of cold water. I'm using instant rice, instant yeast. So you can use the regular yeast, but I'm using the instant yeast, a lot faster. About a tablespoon of instant rice yeast in, I got about a quarter cup of water here. So this is warm water, so you don't want the water to be too hot. So first we're just going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to mix the salt into the flour. Teaspoons of baking powder. We call it magic baking powder. Add the instant yeast with the water, so it's activated. So I'm just going to add a cup and a half of cold water. So it's 2-to-1 ratio. There's 3 cups of flour here. So I'm going to add a cup and a half of water. We're just going to mix it up. So I'm just using chopsticks here. You can use a wooden spoon, or you can use a fork, or whatever you like. But chopstick is really good for mixing. So you can use all-purpose flour for this recipe as well. So I've used the all-purpose flour. So this is actually just a brand of flour by T&T. So now I'm just going to wrap the dough with a piece of cellophane. So just let it rest. So this dough we should let rest for at least an hour. So it's been about an hour and a half. So just knead this dough for 3 to 4 minutes. So I've been kneading this for a few minutes already. So it's looking good. It's kind of sticky, but it's not really sticking. So now we're ready for the next step. For the filling, we're going to add some tasty Chinese barbecue duck and some Chinese barbecue pork from our dinner last night. We're going to add some ground pork, Chinese sausages, and some diced Chinese mushrooms. So you can add your own favorite ingredients. I like to add some chopped onions for flavor and texture. So give that a quick stir fry. You can use your wok or a pan to stir fry your ingredients. So I also add some green onions and 3/4 cups of water or chicken broth for the sauce. Here we have some kohlrabi cabbage. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of salt. I use sea salt. 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. Half a teaspoon of chicken soup base. I put in 2 or 3 tablespoons of Chinese oyster sauce, my favorite sauce. And finally add 2 to 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, also known as regular soy sauce. It only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to stir fry your ingredients. Add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1/3 a cup of water to thicken your sauce. And let the ingredients cool off for at least 1 to 2 hours before making your baos. So I'm going to make a bao or baozi right now. Just have a little bit of this peanut oil. You can use any kind of vegetable oil. So just make sure it doesn't stick. So this doesn't really stick that much, but a little bit of oil goes a long way. So just flatten it out a little bit. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of this filling. It has Hong Kong style barbecue pork. It has Hong Kong style roast duck. Just press it down a little bit to get the filling in. I have the Hong Kong style barbecue duck and the Hong Kong style barbecue pork in this filling. So also add green onions and Chinese mushrooms. So this is a simple filling, the Southern China flavors. So you need to put it on a piece of parchment paper or wax paper. So we got the water going, so it's at medium high to high heat. So make sure it's steaming really hot. There's lots of steam, there's lots of water, and a wire rack on the bottom. So I put the tray of buns in, cover with a lid, and let it steam anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes. Let's have a look at the results. Wow, look at that. Ooh, turned out really nice. The bao is really fluffy, so it didn't have room to expand, so they're pretty well wall to wall. Lots of flavor. Hong Kong style barbecue duck with the Hong Kong style barbecue pork in the filling. You gotta try this. So on this run we turn the bao upside down, so the bottom becomes the top, so they're really smooth on top, and the rough part is now on the bottom. So just let the water come to a boil. So lots of water in there. So just steam it for 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes, and up to 20 minutes. I've done it for 20 minutes. Comes up pretty good. So now we're going to check the upside down bao. Ooh, they turn out really fluffy. On this run here, you see the side here. It rises just like bread, you know, so it has a good sidewall because it had no place to go. So it went up. So you can see the good rise on these. These are pretty tall. Wow, that's nice. That's good. I'll leave these out for a while. So just make sure you tighten the tops a bit, and so they don't leak. Generally they don't leak anyway, but good to have nice presentation. The rack on the bottom, lots of water. So put the baozi in, cover and steam for 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to check the next round of bao here. Wow! Ooh, look at these baos. Ooh, these are slightly bigger. These are Chinese bakery size. So you get half a dozen of these. So it'll cost you about $20 Canadian. So you can make these for about $2 to $2.50. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese Cooking Accessory Guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese Cooking Channel.